Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. I'm back playing some more Farm Simulator 25. We're up here at the sawmill. It's snowing. It's a little on the chilly side. It's snowing, and we've got a lot of contracts. I don't know if you can see them there on the screen, but we got a lot of contracts going on. I've got all the contract stuff hired out. Gonna just hire that stuff out, let those guys go do those jobs. We're not going to collect on any of the cultivating contracts because I did borrow cultivators from 2 of the contracts. So we'll hold off on those. Now the plowing contracts, we can collect those. And then we're using our equipment on that. So, got busy. Take a look at the map here. Zoom out of the sawmill. I got all the grass planted. Got this kind of shaped up the way I wanted to down here. Nice and curved around there. We'll work on this wooded area over here later. I've got a few more trees down here that are still down. We'll get those later. The only thing I didn't do was plow that field up. And then I think I'm going to mow that one more time, just as the meadow grass, and then I'll come back and plant it. Good morning, Twitchy. Good morning, Fuzzy. Go look at our finances. So we're in December now. So I think September was our best month for contracts. August was a good month. Things kind of slowed down in October, and they really slowed down in November. But hopefully we'll make up for that in December here. It looks like we are so far, because we got a ton of contracts that we are doing and working on, and there's a few more that we can take out. I was kind of wondering if some more were going to pop up, and it looks like some did. So we've got some big ones out there. We're cultivating and plowing the world out there right now. So we'll just leave those guys be. We have got stuff at the sawmill. So what I came in and did, I came in and cleared out a lot of the prefab pallets that are not ours. So the only thing I can't get rid of is the boxes. I tried getting rid of the boxes. I can get rid of the collisions on them, but I can't get rid of the boxes themselves. So I can get rid of the stacks of lumber. I can get rid of those all day. And that's what I started kind of doing. I was going this way. And I got to looking on this back wall back here. And I was like, that kind of looks out of place. But then I just kind of shrugged it off. I was like, well, there's pipes coming out of the wall over there, and there's pipes coming out of the wall down there. There's another pipe coming over there. So I was like, yeah, it's like, that's just kind of out of the place. I was like, I just, didn't really think that much of it. Started loading some of the pallets onto the trailer there. We're going to try to sell some of those today. And had the forklift parked in here and got to looking, and I was like, that looks familiar. So I went back and read the description on the map, and there are collectibles, and that is one of the collectibles. So I got to thinking, I think that is one too, because it's kind of out of place and out of the ordinary. It's not like one of the other pipes. So we're gonna go looking for collectibles. I think we'll do that first, and then we'll come back and load up some of these pallets. Kind of got them organized in here. I almost don't want to remove them because I organized them real nice. Got the long planks there, the beams all stacked up there, and then I got the prefab walls stacked in there. So we're just going to use our bale trailer, strap them down, and go sell them. But let's go collectible hunting. So this will be number 1. I wonder how many there are. Alright, so the Grain Elevator Museum. I didn't know there was one here. This is blah 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 blah, some of its parts, blah 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 blah. Can you find all of the things? How many are left? 24 left. So that was number 25. I think this is one over here. This is one of those. Yep. So now there's 23 left. I haven't looked elsewhere around here. I think there would be any like that. You gotta look for stuff that's out of the ordinary. I don't think that's one. Stuff that looks like it might not belong. I don't know if that's... No, that's not one. I didn't think that was. None of that stuff. I didn't see anything else in there. Maybe the wheelbarrow? Nope. Ooh, maybe the ladder. Nope. Okay, and what I'm probably going to do is start putting wood chips over here. I just got them kind of lined up against the wall down there, so when we get a tipper... Oop, I had something else spawn there. When we get a tipper, or semi-trailer, we will start selling some wood chips in January. Where is the Grain Elevator Museum? I did not notice it on here anywhere. It's not that one. That's the grain mill there. That's the oil factory. I wonder if it's in town somewhere and I just haven't noticed it. Let's rent a train. I think that's where you take the stuff to put on the train. Well, we got to go into town anyway to look for some stuff, so we'll just go look over there. Let's start out here at the animal dealer, see if there's any collectibles in here. Hi, cows. So we've got 2 out of the 25. This was a lot easier when it was like brightly colored toys that we had to find, and not random farm parts. Oh, I should not have jumped in here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's not actually a museum on here? I don't know. I haven't seen one. Doesn't mean that there isn't one. Oh, there's a save. There's the pigs. Is that one? The map? That looks like the museum, doesn't it? Oh, yep, that is one. So the painting of the museum there. Just gotta look for stuff out of the ordinary. Hey, Kate. I think that's all of the animal dealer. I gotta get my bearings here. Where am I? Town is this way. Let me look over here. Some rope up there, but that's not one of them. Nope, I don't think there's anything here. Unless there's something out back here. Maybe that thing? Nope. 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 Not that. Nope. None of that. Alright, moving on. Head over here to what looks like the dairy. Nothing so far. There's like postal trucks. Around this far side here real quick. It's weird that that is fenced off like that. Alright, nothing in there. There's one in the farmer's market? Okay. I think I'm right next door to there. Yeah, I don't see anything over here at the dairy. There's the farmer's market. Is it the typewriter? Oh. Ooh, we left a floating typewriter. Hang on. Oh, wait, that is one. So there were two of them. So the desk and the typewriter were one. Okay. See anything else in here? Check the outside. What's this over here? The warehouse? So we have found 5, right? So that leaves 20. Anything in here? Nope. Alright, moving on. Don't see anything in there. Houses usually have stuff. There's usually some stuff sitting around. Kind of thinking that old chest might be one. Look in this shed back here. A lot of times there's stuff in the shed. I think that might be one. That looks like it's out of place. Yep. Alright, so we've got 19 left to find. Unless there's more in here. Don't think there is, though. Don't see nothing that looks out of place. Maybe this pump? Nope. That's not one of them. Is there anything up here? Nope. The wagon wheel, maybe? Probably not. Nope. Nope. Not that either. Alright, I think these two houses are clear. Move on over to this house down here. Oh, there's one at the gas station. Okay, I think I'm headed that direction. I think the gas station is right over there somewhere. Love this map. Yeah, it's pretty good so far. We started with $20 in episode 1, and then we've done a lot of contracts. Alright, I don't see anything at this house. I'm gonna say that house is clear. I don't see a shed or anything out back either, so. Alright, let's see. I gotta get my bearings again. So the gas station is over here. Oh, the lamp. Little, what, like oil lamp or something? Alright, we got 18 left. Hey, what about this old looking phone? You see this, Fuzzy? I was like, that is not a modern payphone. It's one of those old ones that you have to actually hold the thing up to your ear and then talk into the thing in the front. It doesn't look like the ordinary payphones. I bet that's one of them. Yep. 17 left to find. Like, if it's out of the ordinary, then it's probably a collectible. Alright, let me check out around the gas pumps, because sometimes, even on the roof, they like to hide stuff sometimes. Nope, I don't see nothing there. Alright, let me run down the road here. Has to be something in the baseball field. I haven't seen a baseball field on this map. Or school? Where's the school at? That's the warehouse back there. I don't know why there's a school bus parked out front. They must be having a field trip to the warehouse or something. Here's the bakery. Gotta go back into first person to look. Well, I picked up some kind of bowl. It was like a little wooden bowl right there. So I guess that was one of them. So that's the bakery. Let me go down to this building here. This is one of the lots you can buy that's cheaper, but it's enclosed, so you'd have to take a section of the fence out to be able to access it. And there's not much here. There's only a couple of lots like that, but they're all in town. They're both in town. So you might just want to do that to build something, instead of going in there and mowing that grass. Been over there. Haven't been over there yet. Need to go over there. Here's the lumber company. I bet it smells like lumber in there. It's one of the best smells in the world, going into an old lumber company. Okay, I don't see anything here. We got all fields that away. Go over here and see if there's anything over here. This is not Starbucks. I changed that yesterday, right? Let me go in and check to make sure that I did actually change that. Why did it go back to Starbucks? It did. I did change it yesterday. So this is not Starbucks. This is Lone Star. Let me change it again. Why did that not save? Lone Star Plains, Texas. By SamuelBatistaModding. That did not save. Why is that not saving? I hit save. Gotta retype it again. Stand by, guys. Lone Star Plains, Texas. I did hit the right button, didn't I? All right, done. Okay, it's in there now. Everybody refresh and make sure that it says Lone Star Plains, Texas now. I hit that button twice. The second time it says your changes, it popped up at the thing and says your changes have been saved. So double check it and make sure that the title is correct. Should be Lone Star Plains, Texas by SamuelBatistaModding. I did that yesterday, and I never saw that I guess I need to wait for that confirmation message to pop up. Yeah, that explains why there's no baseball field, I guess. There's no crying in baseball. Oh, there's Walter. Hi, Walter. That looks like it's out of the, yep, that's one of them. Alright, 15 left. One just east of the animal dealer. Well, I missed that one. Let me run back over there. Let me clear this building here to make sure there's no more. There's a bucket. And this is actually the, that's actually the grain mill from Elm Creek. I remember climbing up to the top of that thing up there. I wonder if there's one up there. Can I jump up there? I have to bring a tractor over. Maybe I can get up right here. Yeah, let me climb up here and see if there's any up here, because back on Elm Creek, you could climb up this and then climb up that ladder. Oh, there's... Nope, that's not one. You could climb up this ladder. Can you not do it anymore? Well, then there's probably not one up there. Let me take the drone out. Just take a look. Are the things worth money? I think they are. Because it looks like we've got more money in our bank account now. So that's the ladder that we cannot climb. There's another ladder right there that goes up to that. And then you shimmied up this pipe, and there was a toy at the top of the thing up here. Little snowman up there right now because it's wintertime. I don't see anything up there. Okay, I don't think there's any more. Alright, east of the animal dealer. So there's the animal dealer. East. You meant east, right, Fuzzy? Just east of the animal dealer? That'd be on the other side of the highway, right? That's north. Alright, Betsy. Yeah, the snowmen are not collectibles, though. Oh, there's Fuzzy. Yeah, I looked over here and I just guess I missed it. That little wagon wheel? Or whatever that is? Sure enough, that's how hard it is to find them. Let me look out back here. You know what I think I already did? I think I clicked on everything back there. I haven't checked the shop. I'll do that in a minute. Let me go back and make sure I hit every building back this way. You would think there would be some in here. Maybe up there? How do you get up there? I don't know, maybe there's not any up there. You need a telehandler to get up there, it looks like. Alright, so we checked the farmer's market. Check these houses. Let's check this facility back here. I was just catching up on the chat there. I don't see anything back here. Ah, got one. Whatever this place is, there's one right here. So now we've got 13 left. And I don't think there's any more. Alright, I think that's good there. Yeah, I don't think there's any up there. If there was one up there, it would be easier, I think, to climb up there. Okay. I think we have done everything in the town here. I'm gonna go up to the shop and see if there's anything up there. Gotta watch out for the possessed truck back here. It's like maximum overdrive. This truck is possessed. It moves by itself, so we've kind of tucked it away back here. Check around here. Don't think there's any at the shop. Alright, so let me go... over here. Nope. Wonder if there's any in these buildings. Nope. I'll go up the stairs in a minute there. remember going up this back in 22. And then we went up this. And then we went up this. And I think there was something down here, but I don't see anything there now. Okay, only in Farming Simulator, guys, can you do this. Whee! Go up these stairs. And these are the backside stairs that I was going to go up a while ago, so there's nothing up here. Okay, nothing there. Stool, maybe? Nope. Oh, that looks out of the ordinary, but I don't know. Nope. You never know, though. If it kind of looks out of the ordinary. Well... So far, I'm coming up with nothing. Nothing at the shop and nothing at the train elevator. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything here. Okay, so let's move. I'm gonna go hit the oil mill real quick. It's like Fuzzy's down there. Find anything, Fuzzy? He's looking at something. What's he looking at? Something on the roof? Well, I have found nothing at the oil mill. Is there something up these stairs or something? Nope. No, I thought that was a radiation symbol. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's a radiation symbol on the oil mill. What kind of canola oil are they giving us? Alright, I don't see anything here, so let's go down the other way. Been there, been there. We've been to our home there. That's just a fill thing. Let me go down to the biogas. See what's down there. There's one down at the biogas. Okay, that's where I just teleported to. Let me see where you're at. Looks like you're back here. Yep, right there. So now we've got 12 left. See if there's any more here. Now sometimes there's some out in the middle of these big tanks, but these are not in like a star shape like the other ones are, so we'll go up here and look. Sometimes there'll be something up here. Oh, nope. I need to get a running start. Hang on. Wee. Alright, don't see any more there. So there's 12 left. What other places are there on the map? There's this grain mill down here. I don't think there's going to be all 12 of them down here. Oh, that looks like something right there. Right inside this door. Yep, so we got 11 now. I'm looking inside these things. Oh, yeah, there's one of them. This is the one that's usually up there at that sunflower farm over on Riverbend. Alright, so there's 10 left. Yep, there's another one. So there's 9 left. Literally got a... Oh, wait, there's another one. Maybe all 12 of them are down here. So there's 8 left. I keep going in the door, an open door, and like, there's another one. Ooh, it's like, ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Alright, there's no way to get up there. And I can't go in this. So there's 8 left somewhere on the map. old rake. Oh, the old rake was 1. So now there's 7. You know what? I've seen some hand tools sitting around. Maybe I need to go back and look at the hand tools and click on them. Because you just don't know. I think I saw some hand tools down there at those houses. So there's 7 left. Whoa. I do not need to run out in the middle of the highway. Alright, I'm going to go back up. Start around like the gas station. Is the bicycle one of them? Nope. I'm just going to start clicking on things. So I don't know if it's one or not. I didn't see anything out here around the gas pumps, but... you would think there'd be one at the warehouse. Hey guys, you ain't seen any weird, like, collectible antique-ish looking things out here, have you? No? Okay. You have a man bun. You remind me of a doctor I work with. Alright, I don't think there's any here because I'm not seeing any. Let me go back to these houses because there was like a lot of hand tools around the houses. I'll look inside the farmer's market again too. Start clicking on things. Click, 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 click. Click, click, click. Nope. There's a pallet jack that's melted into the table there. That's out of the ordinary, but it's not a collectible. Going good. Usually a hand tool around the animal dealer. I'll run back over there one more time and look there too. Alright, where did the houses go? Right over here. Let me work my way from south to north. Excuse me, ma'am. Sir, have you guys seen... There's like a hoe there. Nope. Oh, what was that? It doesn't tell you what it is. But there's only 6 left now, so yeah. Need to go on the porches. I don't know what I clicked on. It wasn't the goose. It was something else. There's a broom. Just run around and start clicking things. Huh. Alright, Alright, there's some stuff up here. Let me click on some of this stuff. Nope. Alright, so that's this house down here. None of that stuff will click. So let me go over here. I mentioned one of them, is it? Nope. Oh. Found something. It looked like a little can of coffee or something there. I don't know what that was. It was sitting on this little workbench outside of one of the houses. So 5 left. I don't know why I pulled that up. Let me click around in this shed because there might be some more in here. Click, 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 click. Nope. I really thought that this hand pump was one of them, but apparently it's not. Another rake, but that's not one. Alright, that house is clear. We're back to this one. Alright, nothing at that house. So, 5 more. Check the lumber mill again. You see anything with like an open door? And I found the one thing at the bakery. It was right here on the front. Unless it's maybe like one of those, maybe the last 5 are like out in the woods or something. Like maybe they're not around any buildings. Are there any buildings that we didn't go to? There's not a lot of buildings. Never did find the grain elevator. I wonder if there's any like around the bridges. Here's the train. Think there would be any under the bridge? Not seeing any. Let me go over to that bridge. This bridge over here, where is it at? This bridge right over here. Oh, look, there's a little lot right there I didn't even know was there. 29,000 for that one. I can see why it's so cheap. All right, let's look up here, see if there's anything up here. We're under here. This is the one from the title page. I don't think it would be in the water. Yeah, no, I don't know. Again, unless there's something out there under something. There's one down here at the biogas. Okay, that's from earlier. I really thought there would have been one over here. This place is massive, so you think there would have been one somewhere over here. And run. I wonder if there's any around this parked train over here. There's another parked train down yonder, I think, somewhere. Oh, you know what? Back in the day, you could open one of those boxes on one of the maps that we played before. And there was one in there. Alright, I don't know. So there's 5 left. We may just have to stop there. And then come back and look for those 5 later. Alright, I don't know. Again, maybe there's some that are out there in areas that are not incorporated. I don't know. We'll come back and start it again though. But for right now, we'll check on everybody. We got contracts going on, so we're making money there. We'll be. Got our plows running. And then we will hop back up here to the sawmill and load some of these pallets up and get some of that sold. I looked around the sawmill some more, but I didn't see any other potential collectibles. Yeah, I probably should take the straps off before I do this. So these long pallets like this, we can go 3 wide on this trailer. Alright, and then the walls we can go, I think, 2 wide. What am I catching on there? The prefab wall, maybe because I have the strap on it. Okay, y'all are seeing this, right? I'm not hitting anything, but I'm hitting something. Let me take the, let me take that one strap off and see if that's it. Nope. Still hitting something. I don't know what I could be hitting. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. Seems like it, whatever it is, it's high. It's up high. Oh, did I grab 4? I did grab 4. Maybe I can squeeze 4 over there. No! Take the scrap off, Fuzzy. That might be the problem. We're just going to take a mixed load this time. Have I said how much I love the dynamic camera thing? Every time I hit a rafter in the ceiling, while I'm trying to see where my forks are going, I got a lot of longboards, so I think I'm gonna grab some more of those. Alright. Make sure we got a lot of our straps on here. And the rest we'll save for another time. I'm just going to park this right here. Now let's see where we're taking these. Oop. Never can get the hang of this pricing menu. Are prefab walls not under prefab walls anymore? They used to call them prefab walls. They're not just under walls now, are they? Oh, there's wood. What are the prefab walls under now? Did they rename them? They're there as prefab walls. Oh, there it is. Alright, so let's see. We're going to go... Where are we going? We don't want to sell by the train, so that just leaves the farmer's market. So let's take this whole load to the farmer's market. I don't think the buddy seat will work in this fuzzy, but if you want to hop in that tractor, and we'll see if it works. Nope. So you can't do buddy seat on Giants tractors. You can do buddy seats on Agro Tonhos tractors, but not Giants. So yeah, you can go ahead and drive it fuzzy if you want to. We'll go down to the farmer's market with this load. I'm just gonna look around and see if there's any other possible collectibles around here. I think the solar panel would be one. Uh-oh. And again, I don't think there's any... You just never know, though. There might be some collectibles out in the woods. Maybe like a secret stash. Train trestle here. All right, farmer's market. And while you're headed that way, I'm gonna go... I think one of our guys finished. This cultivator is finished, so I'm gonna move him down to field 11 down here. Or no, not this guy. This guy is gonna go over to... I think that one. Actually, I think that guy up there can be moved too. Yeah, let's go over to that one. Like everybody's done except one. Time to play musical tractors. This road is a long, long road. This road is a long, long road. Do 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 do. I wonder if that song is actually going to be included in the soundtrack. It's a Tom Petty song, so we've had Tom Petty songs before. I think I'm going to this field. Yep. All right. Hopefully I'm plowing those fields over there because that's where I'm at up here. Plowing one of them at least. Yep, plowing both of them. We just start at the top. Only thing I gotta do is just hire these guys out, watch them, and then make sure that they don't run out of fuel. Alright, I'm up here. So that needs to be plowed. This one's right behind me. That one's kind of over there. And those two. Okay, we completed those two plowing ones, so I can collect the plowing ones. So there's 106. And then there's 118. Just can't collect the cultivating ones yet. So let me go over to that field over there. I think it's the one right behind this one. Well, kinda. It's behind it and down. And there I am right there. So first left, and then it's the second field on the right. So they just sold our products there, made us some money. There's that out. Cultivator's still cultivating. That one's still going. That plow's going. That plow's going. Alright. So we got all our hired workers. I gotta watch this guy because I need to move him to the next cultivating field after he finishes. Which will be... What's the next highest paying one? That's 64. 94 is the one we're on. 88. That's that field down there. So I need to go down there first. And then decide where to go from there. Probably over to the 64 one. So we'll get 94,000 here in a minute and then 88,000 for that one when we do it. Gotta head east after this save. And I finish cultivating that field. So, Fuzzy, if you want to... You were saying that a while ago. If you want to go load up the rest of that lumber, you're welcome to do that. Wonder what the silage price is doing right now. We've got a lot of silage we could sell. Silage. Wouldn't it be great if we could say like, hey Farm Sim, what's the price for silage? What's the highest price for silage right now? There it is right here. I had to find it. Actually those are kind of in the toilet. 215, 219, 217. Yeah, I think we'll hold off on the silage for a minute. We may wait till January and see what it does. I think it'll go over 220. And then I'm assuming wood chips is going to be the same time of year. Which we're not going to have a full, probably load of those, but yeah, it looks like it's going to be the second day of January. Late in the second day of January, maybe. We've got money, so I think I'm going to go ahead and buy a semi-trailer. So that we'll have something to haul silage and wood chips with. So we have the Giants version of this one. I think this is one that Hispano did. That he kind of brought over. That's got the standard capacity on that, 58,000. We have the one by Stevie. And that'll do 60,000 to the 240 that we had before. Which I'm kind of steering away. We could use his trailers, but I'm gonna say no to the unrealistic capacities. So we could do the 60,000. Or we could do one of these over here. And the biggest one on those for realistic, I want to say was 90-something thousand. Depending on what kind of top you put on it. And then that one's a standard 40,000. Now this one will do 81,000. That does 76. That one does 59.4. That one does less at 36. I think this one, it just depends on what kind of frame you put on it. There's the million. We don't want to do that. So yeah, there we go. If you put that kind of frame around the top, or even the completely closed off one, that is 98,000. The only downside of that is you can't put a tarp on it. If you go down to the tarp, that knocks down the capacity to 87,000. So you lose, what, 11,000 liters? Maybe we just don't harvest in the rain. We're not going to do that anyway. Not that the rain won't catch us off guard. Ooh, not that many. I think I'll go with the maybe the duals with the third. Like that. Sidewalls. Do that. Ladder with a window. Running lights, we'll do both. Do we want to go fast tipping? This is not a high capacity thing, so we could probably get away with the standard. What did we go with last time? Tarnished? Was it tarnished? I think it was tarnished. Can't remember. Hang on, let me change the actual box. So it's chrome right now, so there's the polished. And then the tarnished. Yeah, the tarnished is brighter. I'm gonna go with the polished. Nope, that's not the polished. There it is. Frame color, we'll make that just standard. That's the top. I kind of want to do something other than... We can't make it the same. It's too bad you can't make it the same like tarnished color. You do like white. Yellow. Orange. Now that looks weird. Beige. What color, chat? I think the color of our shed over there is about like that. What color, chat? What should we make it? Keeping in mind, we're hauling wood chips and silage with this, so maybe a light green or something? Do the old Deutzfahr green. John Deere green. Do John Deere yeller. Do kind of like that red though. Nobody has a color option to give me. Not one. Do I need to cue up like the Jeopardy music? Pop, pop, pop. Sean Sinclair says brown. Like that brown? You can go black. That's what color it was before. We have that black, and then we have that black, and then we have jet black. I don't know, I kind of want like a little bit of a brighter color. What does that say? Ant red? Brown for wood and silage? Yeah, that's... I could see that. Brown for wood and wood chips and silage. Okay, we'll go with Sean. All right, now I got to see what that changes. I think that's the legs. We'll just make those black, keep that chrome. And then the mud flaps will change to the black. And the axle will change that to that black. And the rim colors will keep chrome. And we'll keep the plate. All right. It's too bad I can't make it the army colors, you know. I'd make it that tan. Could do a custom brown. I don't know where I would pick that in on the spectrum here. Which one is that one? Where's that at? That's right there, isn't it? I feel like I'm getting into the orange spectrum though. We'll keep it that brown. It's easier that way. All right, so that's 153. We'll at least have something we can haul stuff with. All right. And this guy is done. So let me move him down the road here. Move on down the road. Gotta find the road. There it is. It's still so foggy. Yeah, if we get a second trailer, we might make it that party red. It's kind of the barn red color. But right now, we're hauling silage and wood chips with it. We ain't even got a field to do crop in. We don't have a combine. We don't have a planter. We don't have any of that yet. So maybe, get some of these contracts done and get our loan paid back and sell some more of these products. Fuzzy's up there loading up more of the lumber that we've got. Is this the field? Nope. Next field on the left. Right? Or no, am I cultivating that one? Is that it? Yeah, it's that one. That Vaterstad and the versatile tractors they really kind of go together, don't they? Still chugging along there. Still plowing, still plowing. As he's loading. But yeah, we got a few pallets of wood chips up here. It won't be much. How much is each pallet worth? So each pallet has 1,000 liters. So not very much at all. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,000 liters of wood chips. Not going to be a huge payday on those. I mean, yeah, we're going to make some more between now and the time to sell, but not a huge payout. All right. Yeah, there's probably something so small, but it's just there that we are not seeing. What happened? I'm in the water. Huh? I'm underwater. That was a little scary. Hang on, I want to do that again. This shows up as a thing, though. It's weird. Nothing down here, is there? Are there collectibles in the river? Let me just walk underwater for now. I won't drown, will I? Oh, oh, do you believe that you can walk on water? Oh, oh, do you believe that you can run this town tonight? The only place I haven't looked for collectibles is underwater. I didn't know you could actually go underwater. There's a big pile of something. Matt, I can see what you were hitting when trying to load the pallets onto the bale trailer. There's a collidable platform on the front of the trailer. Really? Huh. I wonder if that's because we've got the, it's technically an auto load trailer, not just a step deck. Don't go chasing waterfalls. There's bushes growing under the water. Don't go chasing waterfalls. I feel like I need to be making the bloop, 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 bloop sound. I can't look forward though. That's weird. I think the water is the collidable when you swim on it. So when I go to POV mode, I can only look down on me. Do you know that song is actually not about chasing waterfalls? I never really understood the song, but then somebody explained it to me. You know, I hear songs and I take them at their face value. I'm still kind of a little disappointed that the milkshake is not a song about milkshakes. I think it would be on like a cliff or something, maybe? Check under this bridge down here. Nope, I don't think there's anything down here. Don't think there's anything under the water. I really don't think there's even a museum. I haven't seen a museum yet. I think there's just collectibles that you collect and you get money for them. Alright, Fuzzy sold some more stuff. Cool beans, and we still got wood in there that's processing. Got a few loads of silage. And we definitely still have wood in there processing. So that'll be going for probably a few months. Up this way. I will say before I cut any more of these straight trees like this, I want a tree harvester. Really bad. Trying to delimb those things. It used to be easy. You should just take the chainsaw and just run down the length of the tree. And then trying to section them up to put them on a trailer. That's not fun. Wonder if I can keep up with the train. Run, Forrest, run! I'm gonna say nope. Alright, that's enough of that. Is our grass growing yet? Oh yeah, it is. Look at that. So at some point we need to invest in the MacDon, I think. Because mowing this with that little mower, we'll probably still use that little mower for mowing around like the meadow grass and stuff until we acquire some of these fields, but probably getting that MacDon would be a good investment. Oh, you know what? I have not fed Sassy today. Need to do that. Sassy! Come here, girl. No telling where she's at right now. Sassy! There she is. It's a good girl. Don't go Jason Waterfalls? No, not Jason. Thought his last name was Waterfalls? No. No. Alright, let's see. How much do we have now? Take a look at our finances. So we're doing contracts. I'm going to pay back some on this loan. Got to keep enough out to pay these workers. What are we down to? 625. 600. I think we could do 500. Oop, there's a save. I like having the autosaves, but they hit at the best times. So we're down to 535. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and there's 500. All right, so I think we've got enough there to pay our workers until we complete another one. Maybe we'll have one of the plying ones done. They're getting there. So I can go pick up the trailer. It is foggy, yeah. It's because of the river, I think, that runs through the map. Alright, what is there to do? Is there anything else to do? It takes money to do stuff, that's the problem. I guess what we could do... Well, we can't mow the grass. I was gonna say we could cut the trees and then come back and process them later, because you can with that. If we get the tree harvester, which I think we need to. I think we need to get it. It'd be a good investment. We could pre-cut the timber to the lengths that we want. Because let's face it, most of the trees around here are going to be these type trees. So we own this, and then all the trees in those lots down there around the sawmill are these, like these fir trees. And then again, there's a few of these trees like this mixed in here and there. What in the world happened here? I think the planter might have missed a little right here. And over here. See, this is 6 already. This one. We don't need a huge tractor for that cedar. I did not notice that missed a little bit. Hey, Satsy. What are you doing? And then some point in the future, we're gonna have to build another shed back here somewhere for the equipment. Say there's nothing like collidable right in here. Is there like a stump or anything? I don't know why that missed like that. It just missed this whole area. Oh, we can't plant right now, can we? Yeah, it's winter time. We can only plant grass in March. So the grass shouldn't even grow right now. So we'll wait until winter's over. Really can't plant anything until cotton in February, but we're not there yet. Alright. I'm gonna leave this down here so I'll remember to come back and do this. We need a saying for the fog here in Texas. You know, they got the saying, the stars at night are big and bright. We need one for the fog. Let's see, what could it be? I don't know. Fog is thick like 3-ton bricks? I don't know. What rhymes with fog or thick or... There's lots of fog. It might be smog. I don't know. What? I don't know. Deep in the heart of Texas. Alright, I'm gonna try to see if I can find those last collectibles, because that's driving me nuts. I just don't know where else to look. Found 2 more by the animal dealer. I looked and looked and looked down there. So that'll leave 3. What are we looking at? Oh, there's something kind of melded into the wall? Yep. So some of the collectibles might be melded into the walls. That's nice to know. And then there's a little shovel thing pan there. Okay, I gotta go back and look at all the crates now. Look on top of all of them. We searched and searched, we just did not search high and low. So there's 3 left. Are y'all hiding collectibles in here? Kate, are you hiding collectibles anywhere? Okay, I'll reply no. Three left. Let me look back here again. Is the anchor one of them? Nope. I would have thought this little generator would have been one of them. They were hidden in plain sight, yeah. I have a feeling that's where the last 3 are. They're probably hidden in plain sight. And we don't even realize it. This is another one of the lots that's for sale. Just kind of an open kind of grass lot. Wonder if there's any out here with the horses. Horsies, have y'all seen any antique things out here? Pretty horse. Yeah. So 3 more. You know what? It seems odd that we didn't find any at the oil mill. You would think there would be one here at the oil mill. Yep, I am not seeing anything though. It's just odd that there's none at the oil mill. Where have we not looked? We looked at the shop. You know, back in the day, they had a toy up on the roof of the shop, but I don't think there would be one of these up there. Nothing on the roof of the animal dealer. When you buy all the land, you'll find all your collectibles. No, I don't think that's how it works. They don't show up on the map, do they? You know, sometimes they'll show up as like little yellow dots. I don't see them though. Found a bunch down there. The thing is, if that one was like melded into the wall, can't open these doors, can we? Nope. Kind of got me wondering if some of them might be like there, but hidden, you know? Really thought I'd find one here. And in the drone. hear like 1,000 footsteps right now. Y'all hear that? That or this lady had some Taco Bell. Sounds like it is coming from her though. Very fast tap dancer. Yeah, they've got trash cans. It's got to be something that's kind of out of the ordinary, and it's got to look kind of old, kind of antique-ish. Because it's going to a museum, so I would have thought that bucket might have been one. Morning, Tomcat. I'm this close. We're down to 3. And I'm this close. Is that one? Nope.
Hey there.
Hey, no, I don't want to talk to you. I'm this close to turning on my special vision. I don't know where else to look though. We've been everywhere. Checked all that stuff out back there. Maybe back to the biogas? There's literally nothing else out there. Looked all over here. Looked through all the sawmill. I don't know. Nothing at the... Yeah, I don't know. Alright, this guy's done plowing. So the plowing contract I can collect. And then... where is this guy? There's one already in that one. Oh, we're way over here. Let me go down and hit that field. That's worth 80 grand. I guess that one just down the way there. Yep, that one right there. know what? I probably should go get some fuel. Because my thing is blinking down there. Or I go down and plow that field. Yeah, it's about time for my break. Just about. I'm gonna get this guy rolling here. And fueled up. If I can keep all these guys going. Hopefully that other plowing contract will get done and I can move him over to another field when I get back. Yes, we do play with mods. Alright, I'm gonna get this rolling on this contract. Alright, I'm gonna go take my break and then I will come back and we will probably swap a couple of guys around to different fields and maybe pull our hair out trying to find more collectibles. There's 3 left somewhere. I don't know where. But hopefully we'll find them. Alright, YouTube, we'll see you guys in the next one. Always remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. See you later, YouTube. Bye.